Look, oh my gosh, I have my own notebooks. Isn't that exciting? I love butterflies and I love sloth. So you can find these at lifewithfrancie.com/shop. And they're just lined notebook so you can start your journaling journey if you don't like if you have never thought about journaling. And if you do love journaling, well, you have plenty of notebooks that you can choose. You can find the link in the description of the episode. Hello and welcome to Life with Francie podcast, a place where you will find all kinds of conversation like mental health, self-love, self-care, trauma, hobbies, and more. With this podcast, I want to create a place where we support one another in business and personal life. Hope you enjoy this episode. Now, let's get the show started. On today's solo episode is September review. A lot of things have happened. I did about 7 interviews, so less than August, but I got till January done. At least 2 weeks of January are covered. I'm so excited to be like thinking ahead. And then on the next solo episode, I have a few interviews in between, but the next solo episode, I will talk about my process on how I did the podcast interview and how that's going to be my system from now on. So stay tuned for that one. Uh, so I thought that I was going to stop for the year, but I think I'm going to cover till summertime to make sure that the podcast is going. So I'm about to do it again, the system that I did for July, August, and September, for October, November, and December. We will see. Wish me luck because the post office is about to get crazy too with my day job. Then it's finally official. I moved in. So life is crazy and I love it. I changed my address and it was a crazy few months between having two places and packing, moving, and I got everything settled. Now we have the organized chaos plus now new pets. So now we have two baby ducks, two baby chicks, and two chickens. So we're about to do the eggs and stuff like that, and everybody loves them because they see them as pet or whatever. But I grew up like they're just food or for a purpose. So now I'm like the black sheep of the family again, and now I gotta play with the baby ducks and baby chicks and stuff like that. But I said like, I mean, I don't want to hurt them or anything like that. So if they need me to help, I will. But it's not like the first thing, like, oh yeah, let's help with all the animals. But you can see, that we have a big space to have all of that craziness. So I'm loving my life in that part, just the work that is crazy because now, living by myself and doing overtime was cool, but now uh doing overtime when I have a family is hard because like I really want to be home more than I want to be at work now. So I'm excited for this new beginning and how crazy my life is right now. Then on the journal side, which this is my journal, I have used this setup for the past 5 years, and now I have my own physical journal, and it's like the three things that are important to me, something to be grateful for, something to be proud of, something to dream of, and something that you pray for. Depending on your religious belief, you can have your moods over here. And it's just simple but effective. And I used this prompts, in a season where I was looking for outside validation. And now I'm just excited that I have a physical journal and I hope that, it helps others like it has helped me in the past 5 years. And then I had done some giveaways on Life with Francie, the Facebook group, but I had not been able to send it out. So I am excited that last week I was able to send out two of the giveaways and then one for a special person. And I'm just excited. I love the feedback. I forgot to get one of the reviews that I got from the journal. But um, yeah, I'm excited that my friends are liking my journal and a few strangers have my journal. It just feels weird to have your own product. Let's see what else. And then I also have notebooks, and you can find them at lifewithfrancie.com/shop. And there have it's just lined notebooks. They all look the same inside, but just a cute cover for journaling. I have one for brainstorming, one for gratitude journal, forgiveness journal, brain dump, you name it, you can have it. And like I said, you can find it at lifewithfrancie.com/shop. Then doing the grown-up thing, all I do is clean, lots of chores, but I am eating better. And something that I'm obsessed with is apples with peanut butter and cinnamon. Oh my goodness, it's so good. Then another thing that we tried was fruit dip, and we found a simple recipe of just yogurt, vanilla yogurt, a little bit or plain yogurt, and then a little bit of maple syrup and a little bit of vanilla. Oh my goodness, it was so good with strawberries, pineapple, apple. I mean, it's good if you want something healthy. Like I'm trying to change a lot of my stuff to healthier options. Let's see. Oh, thank you for the new subscribers on YouTube. Welcome to my page. Hope you stick around and, interact in the comments. I sure appreciate you guys. And then, oh no, I don't think I have it. Hold on. So we created a new bio for me, so I thought I will read it. Hi there, I am Francilyn DeVore, your friendly mail lady from Kansas by day and your go-to podcaster by night. Originally hailing from the vibrant shores of Puerto Rico, I have brought a little bit of tropical flair to the Midwest. As a dreamer and a relentless advocate for mental health, I have started on a mission to sprinkle a little bit more joy and understanding into the world. Life's journey has taught me a thing or two about resilience. I'm here to share the wisdom I have gathered along the way. That's why I have created a cozy corner in my podcast universe where we can chat about real life stuff, mental health, self love, navigating trauma, and hey, even your favorite hobbies. Join me on my podcast where we dive deep into the realms of mental health, self love, self care, and the beautiful tapestry of life that includes everything from tackling trauma to nurturing her favorite hobbies. I get it, the struggle is real and it feels like the world just doesn't get it. But fear not, the podcast is your safe haven, a place where you can kick back, chat, and laugh about roller coaster that is our beautiful, messy lives. Let's navigate this crazy adventure together, swapping stories, laughter, and maybe a few tears. Tune into my podcast where we're not just talking about life, we're celebrating it. Because, my friend, life is too short for anything less than joy, connection, and good dose of self love. I love it. We're doing it. We're trying. Now that I'm doing more podcast guest appearances, I needed a bio. So we created one and I like it. I'm happy with it. It describes me and what I'm trying to do now. And it gives you a little glimpse of what you can find when it comes to my world. Let's see. For October, let's remember that is Mental Health Awareness Month. So give your loved one an extra hug and be more understanding, kind, and just love one another, because you don't know what's happening in people's life. They might have a smile on, but they might be struggling some hardcore stuff inside. So let's just be nicer to one another. Um, for relaxing, I am loving the app Script. Have you heard of it? It's not, I'm not sponsored for it or affiliate or anything like that, but I freaking love it. I have listened to 21 books this year because I love that app so much. It's so simple to use. So it's Script if you love audiobooks, and it has podcasts too, and it's SCRIBD Script. It is a paid membership, but then it's like $11, and then you can listen to all the audiobooks, and there's plenty. Trust me, there's two people using the app, and like we read a lot of books a month. For September's episodes, now I got my notes. And for the podcast, I was able to talk to Overcoming Burnout and Embracing Balance, a conversation with stress coach Tess Jewell-Larse. Tess is a stress and burnout coach who specializes in guiding females executive entrepreneurs to shed burnout and stress, embracing balance, clarity, and creativity in both work and a daily life. I like to tell you back, and then I will have it on the show notes. So if you want to go and listen to that podcast episode, we changed the title. So now it's all like it gives you an idea of what the podcast is going to be about, like empathy unleashed, transforming conversations and connections with Dallin Candland. Dallin is a compassionate advocate for self-love and healing through his podcast journey. And we're still in contact after that podcast interview. And I went on his podcast, so I'm waiting for his interview to come live. And we still talk on social media, and that's why I love this podcasting world so much. Then I was late on the August review update and on update on my online store and more. I got behind for solo episode dealing with the move, from the end of July, August, and then middle of September. I was in between two households, so that was very stressful, but I love it that my podcast keeps going and I'm very active on social media. From challenges to triumph, unleashing extraordinary actions with Corrie LoGiudice. Corrie's journey took a transformative turn after facing a series of life-altering events. From abuse to suicide loss, she emerged uh, stronger, founding her own company, Corrie Lo and Co LLC. So she had a very powerful story, and that's why I like to bring guests in to like tell us what they survive and how are they thriving. Then I did a solo episode again to promote my online store, and I like to announce that it was back open because I had to switch from Amazon KDP to Lulu's printing publishing, and I am loving it. The quality is a lot better, and I like their system better. So now the my journal and the notebooks are available. So I did an episode to share the behind the scenes of what happened. Then love, from love songs to life lesson, unveiling the journey with Bonnie Habayan, who is an author, speaker, and chief marketing officer in the real estate finance. She was such a sweetheart, and it was a lot of fun to have that conversation with her. I love talking to women in all kinds of ages and all kinds of different journeys in their life, to get their wisdom. And then last but not least, empowering women to thrive beyond 9 to 5, unleashing residual wealth with Jeanette Laurie, who is a transformational coach specializing in residual wealth and well-being. She was part of a network marketing company. We didn't talk about her company, but she has some wisdom on how to do the marketing and how to accomplish having residual income. And then I did do some guest appearances. So I was live on Phantom Electric Ghost podcast. And that was interesting because he did it live. So we had some people um in 2 different platforms watching live, and that was crazy. I was a little bit nervous. And then Truth Be Told podcast with Brittany, like we had a great conversation, and I can't wait for her to come on my podcast and learn about her, because her podcast was all about me, of course, the podcast interview. And then last but not least, I went to the Endless Confetti podcast, and I was their first guest. She said it should be live on Tuesday. So I will post it on my social media when it's for sure. So I am so excited. It was all about diamond painting. So I told about how diamond painting has helped me in my mental health, how I love giving diamond painting when somebody comes and says that they have depression or anxiety. So it was a really different conversation, and a very, she was so sweet. So I love being on her podcast. So go show her some love at Endless Confetti podcast. And then for the next episode, it will be Discovering Holistic Transformation, Navigating Work and Life Challenges with Tess Katzes, who is her experience in high stress environment and challenging interpersonal dynamic has provided him a unique insight into the world of work and relationship. And the next solo episode, oh yeah, that was another note, but yeah, that's for next episode. I like bringing people in that can teach us about burnout and how to keep giving us tools and resources, to make the best of it. So, anyways, thank you so much for listening to another episode of Life with Francie podcast. Hope you enjoy this episode of my September review. I like to keep those to just keep track and journal, like it's a journal for me to know how I am changing, through the months, and now almost 2 years of recording this podcast. You can listen to my show in all major platforms as well as my YouTube channel. On the show notes, you will find the links for my website and past episodes. And an awesome way to support is to follow, like, and subscribe depending on the app that you're using. And if you'd like to help the show, you can leave a review to help others find it. Thank you so much. Hope you have a blessed day. Bye-bye.